Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. I'm YouTube famous now. And welcome to the eating show. Welcome to the eating show. Welcome to the eating show with YouTube's favorite dad. Hi. Okay, so, isn't YouTube so much fun? I was actually just in this YouNow stream. Don't even get me started. It was a, we'll talk about it in a second, but it was like this drama channel YouNow stream. People are so obsessed with stuff. It's just like, I just don't understand how people can get that obsessed. My beard is long and it's driving me crazy. So anyway, how are you guys doing today? It is Monday afternoon. You know, it's my husband's late night at work. I'm starving, but I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier. I know I'll say this and then go get Taco Bell like tomorrow or something. But I went and got Jimmy John's today. Jimmy John's. Peekaboo. And so many people tell me that they've never had Jimmy John's, but I was like, I'm gonna get Jimmy John's and I'm gonna do an eating show for it. So, and on the back of the bag is, look at this, 25 things you didn't know about Jimmy John's. Which I love because I love to read things when I eat. Did you guys ever do that? When I was a little kid, I would always like read the back of the cereal box when I was eating. So I love that they have that on there. And then I, of course, got a drink. And here's my large 5-calorie lemonade light from Jimmy John's. I love the sound of like a paper bag. Do you guys love that? So anyway, if you do not know, Jimmy John's actually started on a college campus. ASMR. On a college campus. And it started with like guys in somebody's garage. Which I think is kind of a cool idea. So let's see what Peter is having for lunch. Well, lunch, dinner. What's lunch, dinner? If breakfast, dinner is Brenner. And then somebody the other day said, well, why not call it, breakfast or something. Anyway, what's dinner, lunch? It doesn't really matter. It's just food and I love to eat. So, okay, so Jimmy John's has like 5 different kinds of chips. They have like skinny chips that are like real low cal, low fat. And then they have jalapeno, which are my favorite. You know my favorite word in Spanish is vagina, right? Okay, so I always think of that when I think of jalapeno chips. Do not turn this into a non-family friendly eating show. We wouldn't like that. Because I have many people out there like Preston. I have kids that watch my eating shows. I love that. I love that people like watch my eating shows while they eat. Like I never thought that. I don't know. It just makes me so happy. But anyway, but they also have barbecue, which I love. And then they have just plain chips. And then I think they have like sea salt or something like that. And then I got tons of napkins. Oh my God, they put napkins in there. And I have so many leftovers, so these will go up in my pantry. Do you guys ever do that? You save like, we always like, we have an entire like, what do you call it? Like, listen, when you live in the Midwest and you go to people's houses for dinner all the time and you're a gay couple that they know never cooks, people are always like, oh, take this home, take this home. So we have tons and tons of like those plastic, what are they called? Why can't I think? Oh my God, why am I losing my mind? I'll think about it in a second. But anyway, so we have like an entire cabinet of like those plastic containers and then like soy sauce and like sauces from different, do you guys, restaurants keep those? I don't know why, we never use them. But anyway, and then we also have a stack of napkins in case we run out of napkins, forget to buy paper towels, truth of the nature. So anyway, and then I got, now, recently I've been getting, my husband turned me on, well my husband turns me on a lot, but my husband turned me on to Tasty Turkeys, which is basically just a turkey sandwich. But I used to get all the time, and so I got it this time. I'm gonna keep this down here so you guys can see the food. I got a Beach Club. Now, I get my sandwiches on wheat. They also, you can get them on French bread. Most people that go to Jimmy John's get them on French bread. But here is my Beach Club, which you cannot see because of the paper. Look at that. Let me hold up part of it for you guys so you can see it. Their sandwiches are ginormous, okay? And I think the Beach Club is like 700 calories, something like that. I looked one time. I used to do that, my Fitness Pal thing, and so I would always put Jimmy John's in there because like a tasty turkey, they also have vegetarian sandwiches that are like so good. Their vegetarian sandwiches at Jimmy John's are delicious. But their Beach Club has lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, guac, cucumber, and turkey on it. Because it's like fresh, like you're at the beach. Hello. Now, I brought a plate because typically I put my sandwich on a plate, but I'm like, the tray is basically a plate, so I don't need to do that. Look at all those chips. There is a orphaned chip in here. Well, this is what it looks like. I'm so hungry. How are you guys doing today? So yeah, I love that you guys are watching my eating show. Because then I don't have to sit alone and eat, you know? Although, if I wasn't making this video, I would be watching the rest of Mommy, Dad, and Dearest because I started watching it yesterday on HBO. Oh my god. Is that not some of the weirdest shit in the world? And I'm uploading a drama video right now that I haven't watched back yet. My first drama video in a very long time. So we'll see how that goes. But like, do you guys watch some of these drama videos? And it's not really like, I just like, it cracks me up, okay? Because people get in there and they talk about like, I mean like, they are obsessed. And I don't even know how they lead their lives. Look, I really don't understand it. It makes me kind of sad, really. I'm like, you know, you could be spending so much of your life doing something you loved and spending it, instead of spending it on things that were really negative. That is one thing I don't understand on YouTube, but I never have, is people's need for negativity. And I remember, like years ago, Gigi Gorgeous put out this amazing video. It was before she transitioned, talking about hate comments. She was like really one of the first people that ever like read hate comments and responded to them. I mean, this is years ago, like 6 or 7 years ago. And she said in there she didn't understand, like she would get all of these derogatory comments, right? And she's like, I tag all of my videos, boy does makeup, or homosexual, and she used some other words, and she's like, so if people come to my video, and it's titled like, it's a boy in a makeup, and it's titled, boy loves makeup, if you're not somebody that gets off to that, or enjoys it, I don't mean get off to it, I mean like enjoys it, you know? But like, why would you watch it just to leave hate on there? Like, why wouldn't you go watch like a sports video or something? And I truly don't understand it either. Like, I just don't. And she is somebody that is so positive. I just love her videos, but I think it's a reason for years and years and years, honest to God, why I would watch videos, but I would stay out of the comment section. Like, I never went and read comments. And, do you guys know who Jazz Jennings is? She has a TV show called I Am Jazz. And she's trans too. And her parents are so cool. Like, her brothers, first of all, her brothers are hubba good looking. But everything about her is just, I love how her entire family handles everything, you know? Just with such class and tact. And as I'm doing the Edie show, talking about class and tact. But her mom at one point, because Jazz has a YouTube channel, and she says on there, like, her mom doesn't let her, like, one of the rules is, you can have a YouTube channel, but you can't read the comments. No comments. Because the comments are so harsh. It's like, you're a freak show, or, like, this is my question, honestly, to the person that's leading that. Okay. There are some things I feel pretty strongly about, right? But I would never feel the necessity to go to somebody that is passionate about something like that, you know, and say, like, I'm trying to think of a safe example. Okay, so for example, everybody knows I'm sober, right? I don't smoke weed. I haven't smoked weed in 22 years. But baby, back in the day, I loved the ganj. I remember my counselor in treatment, she said, you want to talk about your marijuana smoking? I said, I smoke just as much pot as everybody else. She was like, how much are you smoking a day? I said, I don't know, a quarter to a half ounce a day. They do it grams today. I don't even know what grams equal to, you know? And she was like, and you don't think that's a problem? And I said, no. And she said, well, how do you smoke it? Like out of a 1E or a... I was like, well, sure, you know, all of it. I go, it ain't a joint unless it's thick as my thumb. I never forgot that. And the whole group was like silent, you know? And I didn't realize like what a problem it was, so... But I don't condone it. I don't fight it. I don't really have any issues with it. I have quite a few friends that smoke pot. I think it's rude when they smoke it in front of me. I've actually said to some of my friends, I don't really care if you smoke pot, but maybe like not right in my, you know, it's different than a drink. If somebody's holding a beer, it just is. Because I have to deal with the smell of the smoke and all that kind of stuff. But, like, I'm a believer in decriminalization for it because I've seen so many people go to prison. This is like, how did this eating show turn into this? I've seen so many people go to prison for long times because they failed drug screens for marijuana. The recidivism rate in Indiana for women returning to prison is like 80%. All because they failed drug screens for marijuana. I'm pulling that statistic out of my ass, but it is a high statistic like that. So, I don't have huge issues with it, right? But I love Christine Seidelko and Elijah, her friend. But their videos have turned into having to smoke pot in almost every video. And honestly, I don't think that makes their humor any funnier. Like, it doesn't do anything for me to watch. I don't know why I keep on doing this. It doesn't do anything for me to watch their videos. It doesn't make me think they're any funnier, right? So I don't know what they're doing, if they're like just showing a part of their life or if they're trying to like I don't know, reach a certain audience that smokes pot all day long. Because, I mean, there are so many people in our country that smoke pot now. All, you know, college kids, stuff like that. And like I said, baby, do your thing, smoke your ganj. I don't care. I really don't, you know, have huge issues with it. People are always like, well, it's a gateway drug. Well, it can be. It wasn't mine. I think anything that you use for the first time is your gateway drug, you know? I know people that never smoked pot, never drank, you know, got put on oxys by the doctor or stole their grandma's oxys or something, and the next thing you know, they're shooting dope. Well, that's a true story. If you don't want to believe it, you don't have to, but it's a true story. But like I was watching one of their videos the other day, and like 2 minutes of it or a minute of it or whatever is like them getting high and holding this blunt, and I don't know. I'm just like, is that necessary? Like, I don't think that's necessary to show how funny you guys are. But at the same time, I wouldn't feel it necessary to get in their comment section and be like, and a paragraph, not a sentence that, you know. I just want you to know that as a sober person, I take great offense to this, and I think you're funny, but there's no need to do this, and not, I mean, like, why watch the video? If you don't like the video, go watch something else. There are some days that I'm like, I don't need to see this shenanigans. There are other days that I'm like, hey, I think it's hilarious, you know? Everybody wants a voice, you know? And I'm for that. I'm totally for that. But I think some of us need to think before we speak. I'm telling you right now, I do not know how some of these teenage YouTubers do it. These chips, you guys, are hands down the best jalapeno chips in the world. You want to see the sandwich? I mean, it's so messy, though. I don't love the cucumbers on it. I don't know why, because I love cucumbers. But these teenage YouTubers, their comment sections are shit shows. I mean, seriously. Especially like Brett, what's his name? Rockman, he does makeup. And James Charles. You know, these kids get a lot of shit. And I'm like, I didn't have that kind of tough skin at 17. I don't have that kind of tough skin now. But and people are like, well, if you get into this, you kind of have to know that goes along with the gig. I'm like, see, I always get my chips and guac. I thought about a lot of things before I started my channels. But honest to God, me getting nasty, hateful, death threat comments, that was not one of them. But I have, like, YouTube has a blocker that you can go in there and you can block out certain words. And, so those words don't show up. People think I delete comments. I haven't deleted a comment since I can't tell you how long. If your comment doesn't show up underneath my video, it's because it has a word in there that I've blocked. And sometimes they're just held for spam. I don't have enough time to block comments. I don't care that much. But I think it is interesting that a lot of people that talk about the nasty comments that they get on their videos, because I really don't get that many, you know? You guys are so awesome to me. I mean, I'll get the comment like on the eating shows like, oh, I thought he was on a diet, or he's doing eating shows now, what's next? Well, it's my channel, I'll do whatever the hell I want to do on here. And I hope you guys enjoy the content. Really, it's no different than me doing any other kind of video. And it's probably more like my vlog. I'm just eating, you know? But what kills me is these people that do specific videos about the hate comments that they get, but then they leave the comments on the channel. They don't block those words out. You know, like the F word. And I'm a believer that there's no reason to repeat those words. You know, there's no reason to say those words just to talk about them. What am I talking about? It's gotten so deep. I just wanted some Jimmy John's. It's like, though, a piece of advice to people that want to start YouTube. Even huge you know, I was just talking, Nick from Nick Avocado was very upset about something on Twitter, so I reached out to him just for support. I think that's what we do in life as human beings. We support each other. But he gets like a lot of hate, and so does like all these other like, there are some huge there are some huge YouTubers that get so much hate, you know, and I'm just like, it just baffles me. Like, I really would suggest to you, if you're one of those people that consistently leaves hate on people's channels, like, I mean this, okay? Before you start, restrain of pen and tongue, before you start leaving me a nasty comment, which feel free to afterwards, but like, ask yourself, what is wrong with me? Like, why am I so upset with myself in my life that I find the need to have to leave these completely negative, nasty comments on somebody else? It says really more about you than it does about them. It doesn't say anything about them. You know what I mean? I mean, when somebody leaves a nasty comment on my video, I'm not in that. Like, that's not about me. And I had to go through that in December where I had to really learn that I'm not in that. You know what I mean? Like, I had a lot of people coming at me really hard for a while. And I remembered that, you know? It's like, what? I'm not in that. You know, when somebody talks about that stuff, that has nothing to do with me. So, hate me if you must, but you're really affecting yourself more than you're affecting me. And I'm just trying to do funny stuff and have people have fun, you know, and live happier lives and not, I mean, look at my content. It's the majority of it funny or teaching lessons about life. You know? And that's what I'm going to continue to do. But you ain't stopping this gig. You could kick me off. That was me being an old person. I mean like a really old person, like 80. My dad's going to be 77 this year. But you can't kick me off this gig. I love you too. It was so fun. I love getting up every day and being like, okay, what am I going to make a video about today? I wish I had my phone. These two girls from Fishers, Indiana, which is 5 minutes from where I live, and it's where Tanya lives, sent me this video that they made, and it was like a car vlog rant. It was this girl's, I think her 16th birthday. It was a car vlog rant, like in honor of Tanya and I, because it was like, they were trying to be us, but like not imitating us. It was just them driving around talking. It was so cute. And I was like, They get it, you know? It's all just for fun. They get it. And they like even knew the gas station that Tanya and I went to and where I got the fidget spinner. They were like talking about it. It was like, oh my God. It was so hilarious. But I love when people get it, you know, they get the gig, because it's just for fun. That was such a good meal. You cannot lose weight if you like mayonnaise, but I love mayonnaise. But you know, life is too short, and we should do positive, funny things. I think. This lemonade, by the way, let me just tell you. I mean, it's out of a fountain, but it's like, when I say that to people that are watching this out of the United States, and they ask like what a fountain is, it's not like a water fountain, okay? Like, it's like this thing that you like, you put your cup underneath it and it just fills it in. But anyway, this is like, it's not Crystal Light, Minute Maid. Oh, it's the Minute Maid lemonade, 5 calorie per serving, which means what? If this is a 32 ounce, there's 4 servings in here, so this is 20 calories. It's not bad. It's really good. Maybe I'll start drinking this instead of Diet Coke. All right, you guys. I love you, and I hope that you enjoyed that eating show. I know it was kind of all over the place with what I was talking about, but I'm getting more relaxed doing them. I enjoy doing them. So, and I just posted another video, so I don't know when this one's going to be on. And make sure that you follow my You Now. It's Peter Monn, and I go in there every night. So, and some afternoons. I'm getting ready to go in there right now. All right, you guys, I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.